Yeah, it's a new week, guys. A new week. So we just come through the market and see what we can get for today, for this week rather. Last week was boring. But yeah, there are weeks like that in trading. So I don't like waste my time at all. I don't need to check my structure on 30-minute time frame doing and went back to forward typing to just confirm. So I'm not wasting my time. No. Nothing here. It's been a very long half time that I traded JPY because it has been moving somehow. It's been a long ass time I traded JPY. I'm not listening anything. I'm not listening anything. Welcome guys. So ADJPY. Forex pair have been slow these days. Very, very hard to see setups. Very, very tough to see setups. But yeah, you just need to keep keep showing up. This setup would have been valid for a sell, but do you know what's stopping me from taking this trade? Look at this, guys. Look at this. If the sell setup, like form before tapping on the discount zone, I will have entered and sell downward, then I'll buy again. But price already tap into the discount zone, so anything else happen here, this now price is going to sweep everything to the upside because price already tap on the discount zone. So I expect this thing to hit stop loss. So it's not valid. So take notes, guys. Take notes. This stop is not valid. ADJ moves to the next pair. Oh, we have 4 viewers right now. Guys, can you tell me where you guys are watching from? Tell me where you're watching from. Let's connect. Enter in the chat box. Let me know where you guys are chatting from. I can't really spell the name, but hi. How you doing? How you doing? Oh, you are just one viewer. Okay, two. Where are you watching from? Where are you watching from, my bro? Yo, Nana, what's good? How you doing? Where are you watching from? So, all right, all right, man, all right. So please, can you please subscribe to help me? It will mean a lot to me, you know. So I do come live. Yeah, YouTube. Could you please subscribe? All right, man. So back to business. All right, Nana. Thank you so much. So basically, I'm just looking for setup so I could trade. So last week I didn't do well at all. I blew my account. You have a channel. All right. I can subscribe. Is this your channel? This same name. So I just was like connect with you guys before I move on, like showing you guys. So let's get to it. So last week, there's this trade I took last week, a swing trade I was really happy about. This is the trade that played out for me last week. Yeah, this trade. Should I break it down for you guys how I caught this trade? Should I break it down? EVS, type 1 in the chat box. Type 1 in the chat box. I will explain to you guys how I saw the setup and how I caught it. You know, for 4.6 RR. Should I explain how I get it, how I get the setup? Should I explain how I get it set up? EVS type 1. EVS type 1. Okay, let's get right. I will explain to you guys how I got the setup. So let me reverse price back. Let me reverse price back. So how did it start? How did it start? Just hold on, guys. I will explain to you guys how I got the setup. So I was actually selling USD CHF, for like 3 weeks now till I got into Dubai. What did I see? I will explain to you guys what I saw and the reason why. Where did I see that? Okay, this is where I saw the setup from. I think it's from here. Let me reverse price back a little bit. It was too fast. So my strategy, this is what I tend to look for. This is it here. For a buy, I tend to look for hold on, let me write it out. Let me write it out. I'm looking for where I can text. I've seen it. First of all, I have to look for a sweep. That's the first thing. The second thing is to look for break of structure. The next thing is to look for my structural liquidity, and the last thing is to look for my POI. So I tend to use QMR the most as my point of interest. QMR as my point of interest. So this is what I look for. These 4 steps, they need to like show up before I can take any trade. You understand what I'm trying to say? So for me to look for this is how the structure works. First of all, I need to see a sweep of this low since the buy stop, then a break of structure, then a structural liquidity that form another break of structure. They want price to come back here, then I'll buy from here. What am I trying to say is this is a sweep here, a sweep. I'm going to show you textbook example. This is a sweep. Then I have this break of structure here. I have break of structure here. I have another break of structure here. For me, this is like a type 1 setup. I have another break of structure. Then what is our structural liquidity? This is the structural liquidity here. Quasimodo reversal. That's the full meaning of QMR. Quasimodo reversal, whereby you want to look for an order failed before the main order block. Whereby this is the order block that failed. Why? Because it already caused a sweep. This is it here. Then I'll buy from here. I'll buy to the upside. So this is like a type 1 setup whereby we have 2 break of structures. But for the type 2 setup, we want to have just a single structure. I'll show you guys right now. A type 2 setup will look like this. We have a sweep, then we have the structural liquidity here before the main break of structure. They want price to come back here, then we'll buy to the upside. What am I trying to say? For this single, this here, this one here is type 1 setup. Why? Because we have double break of structure. We have the first one here, the other one here. But for the type 2 setup, which is this one here, we also have something like this. A sweep of that low. Then we're going to have the structural liquidity here. You see this on a normal note here for a type 1 setup. This one here is supposed to be like this, this is like a type 1 setup, but for type 2, want to see just single break of structure, just a single break of structure here. Single break before then we have our structural liquidity around this zone here. This will be our structural liquidity. I hope you guys get what I'm saying. This is structural liquidity. Then our QMR is going to be in this place, another block that failed. It's the same thing, guys. Then bam, buy from here to the upside, and that's what happened here. That's what happened, this setup that I saw here, which I'm going to explain for you guys now. So let's get over it and just clear. So I will explain to you guys. So this setup here, what do we see? I went down to like here. Then what's the first thing you want to see? A sweep of this low. Then this is a type 2 setup because we have just one break of structure, which is this here, as you can see. Then where is structural liquidity? This is going to be our structural liquidity here. This is the liquidity that price has to sweep. That's the liquidity that price has to sweep. Then the QMR, this is it here, other block that failed. This would be our QMR here, as you guys see. Then this low here has to be protected. This low here, because this is the sweep here, so this low has to be protected no matter what. Then what did I do? I entered my buy trade from this place. This is where I got in from here, and I target this high, then my stop loss below this low here, and and I entered buy. Then put your TP here, put your stop loss below this low here. Then this for the magic. As you can see, at this point, price ranging. At the end of the day, smash the fucking TP. Smash the fucking TP. Very easy, guys. As you can see, what I explained here, the type 2 setup here, that's what happened here. As you can see, a sweep, a break of structure, structural liquidity, PO high, then you just enter, then you buy. Easy peasy. So this is what I tend to look for all the time. As you can see, smash the TP, and that's how. This is the only trade I got in last week that gave me decent amount of money. So this week we're going to do the same thing again. Look for this type of setups again that can be profitable for us. So now I'm going to go check all the whole pairs for the week to see which pair is going to give us the same setup and allow us to make money. So if you're enjoying this class so far, type 1 in the chat box. Type 1 in the chat box if you're enjoying this video. If there's any question you guys want to ask me, you can ask me. Since I break down how I was able to get this set up, if there's any question to ask me, So for now, I'm going to go back to check, check pairs that I'm going to trade for the week. So if there's any pair you want me to analyze, you can type it in the chat box. If there's any pair you want me to analyze, tell me in the chat box. I'm going to check it out. So these are all the old pairs I check out every week, every day. to look for setup. So if there's anything you want me to like analyze, you can tell me in the chat box. I'm active. So I'll start from here because I've checked all those spare before. So I'll start from here. GPUD. Nothing crazy here, no setup here on GPUD. GPUSD. I was selling this market last week, but I get out of trade. I don't know why. I broke my rules. I'm not supposed to get out of trade. I get out around this point here. The trade was at around yes, 1 to 1, but now I think it's doing around 1 to 2. You see, 1 to 2.5. So I feel like it's going to ETP. So I can just break this down for you how I saw the setup. So this is the same thing, same system. You know, the other time I explained buy setup. For me, yeah, this is sell setup here, whereby I want to see a sweep of the high, a break of structural liquidity, the one price come back up here, then sell. So this is like a type 1 setup, as I said, like a type 1 setup for a sell, whereby you have a sweep of this eye, as you can see. Set my drawing on. I have this break of structure. You have this structural liquidity, and you want to enter the buy, the sell from here. Then your QMR is going to be from here. Then guess what? You just sell from here. This is like a type 1 setup. So that's what happened here. That's what happened here. As you can see, this is a sweep. This is the sweep here. And this is the major break of structure. The major break of structure that I want to focus on. This is it here. This is it here. This is it. In case you guys didn't see what I'm trying to say, this is the break of structure to the downside. Then after that, we have our structural liquidity. This is it here. Structural liquidity. Then we have our QMR. Yeah, this is our QMR here. Then and just enter the trade. Then you sell. Like easy. You just keep looking for the same thing the whole time. So yeah, I didn't like focus on the trade last week. I was just messing up, and yeah, it's surely ETP. This is surely ETP. So let's move on to the next. Nasdaq. There's a time I was so profitable trading Nasdaq, but now I don't know. It's been a long time I've seen my setup on Nasdaq. US30. I'm still not satisfied with what I'm seeing here. Card. No setup. CAD This I really messed up here last week. I messed up here. I hit like 3 stop loss last week, which was actually crazy. This is part of it. All this stuff here, yeah, I those patterns. I was selling a market in a discount level. That was very bad. I knew the setup was wrong, but I still take it. Show how crazy I am. But yeah, it's gone. It's gone. This is just pure patterns. Pure pattern. Okay. I'm actually waiting for this setup. Since last week. Yeah. Simple stuff. As I said again. What I tend to look for. Sweep. Break. Another break. Then one price to come here. Then I'll sell from here to the downside. And that's what happened here. As you can see. That's what happened here. As you can see, we have a sweep here. Maybe you can see it. I have a sweep there. Then break of structure. And this is structural liquidity here. This is the liquidity here. If I want price to sell to buy to this point, then I'll sell again. So still waiting for it. Here I can still look for a buy setup. Here we are going to the smaller time frame. Only if the structure form. If the structure form, yes, I'll look for the buy setup. But the structure did not form, man, I'll just ignore it. So let's go to like 30-minute time frame. I can't say any, the structure did not form. 15 minutes, no structure form. So I'm going to wait in the structure form, then I'll buy to that premium zone, then I'll sell back up. So that's how I do my thing. Let's go to Ethereum. Ethereum has been, I don't know, market has been moving crazy these days. Ethereum, I was actually profitable trading Ethereum before until blah blah blah. See, I was actually profitable. I remember, yeah, I used to kill ETH like literally. It's like catch 1 to 6 here, 1 to 6 again. Like I used to kill it back to back. But yeah, it's been a long time I traded it too. It's been a long time. Euro AUD. See. No setup here. This trade pay me. Oh. This particular setup here. I was so pained. And this happened last week also. So since when I hit this stop loss, I've not reviewed it. So I'm going to review it with you guys now, and and see the reason why I hit stop loss. I don't know the reason why I hit stop loss, but I'm going to like check and see the reason why. So stick with me, guys. First off, I need to go to like daily time frame to confirm. Okay, basically, we are on a discount level, as you can see. We're on a discount level, as you can see. If we have this major break of structure, because this is a daily time frame, major break of structure. So that trade, I have a lot of confidence on that trade, but sometimes even the highest quality traders fail. So I went to the 4-hour time frame. Let's see. On the 4-hour time frame, price tap on this other block here and was buying. I don't know how I caught this sale. I caught this sale on a discount level, but yeah, it played out and went up again. I missed the sale, so this is where the rubbish starts from. Okay. This is what happened. I think I saw this other block here, a support level where I feel like, oh, price in this thing I hold, then I can just bounce off and buy to the upside. So I was hoping that, oh, let price come here. Price actually did come to that place, as you can see. So I went down to like smaller time frame to look for my setups. I think this is where the problem lies on. I think there's a breaker block here. There's a breaker block here, which price tap in, and that's the reason why Euro AD say like sell to the downside. I think this is where price respect, because normally a sweep. I have a sweep here. I have a sweep here. I have this brick of structure. Maybe this liquidity here was not a liquidity, it was just like candle just forming. Oh, or maybe you just liquid could already tap on this POI. I mean, that's usually why it failed, but I really don't know why. But yeah, it is what it is. Even the good setup used to fail. At least out of 10, I used to win at least 6 times. It's not really bad. It's not even bad at all. So this setup too, this is from last month. Like all the setup don't take. All the setups from last month, like no drawdown. But yeah, I didn't take it. I didn't take this trade. Euro CHF. This one is gone. No setup here. Euro GPY. No setup here also. I can't see any setup here. Euro NZD. No setup here also. I can't see any setup here. GBP card. No setup here also. Everything is just basically just dry. I can't see any setup. UPCHF. UPCHF. The thing is, I can actually see a sell here, but it's not valid. Why? Look at, I'll show you guys something. You know, we said this is what we tend to look for: a sweep, a break of structural liquidity. Then want to sell from here. But in this case, you know what we saw here? We saw, I don't know if you guys noticed, we saw something like this: a sweep. We did not see a break of structure, we just see stuff like this. And it's coming back up here. Like it's not complete. And this is it here. We see a sweep here. No break of structure. No break of structure to the downside. No break of structure to the downside. As you can see, no break of structure. Price has to come down here to sweep it, to say, okay, yes, price is ready to sell for some time. But no, nothing like that. So I feel like this shit looks like buy. So out of point, GPCHF. NTDCHF, same thing here also. I'm not seeing anything reasonable here. I'm not seeing anything. NZD, GPY. But this is going to be a long day. First of all, this is a sweep here. a sweep. I think it's a break of structure. Oh no, it's not complete. It's not complete. It's not valid. Setup is not valid. As you can see, no break of structure to the downside. No break of structure. So I feel like this is continuing to buy. It's going to buy. Like NGPY is going to buy. It's bullish. NZD USD. This trade was so funny. This trade was so funny. Like, why did this hit my stop loss and start to sell? But I didn't take this trade. I didn't take this trade, but I missed this. I missed it. I missed this trade. So I just, leave it alone. But yeah. Played out. SP 500. Nothing. I already explained this USDCHF. Silver. What do you guys think about silver? I don't know. BTC. BTC. Let's check good. I know good is buying right now. I know. Okay, good open with a gap. That's the reason why it's buying. I love this UK 100. I was so profitable on this trade. So I've not hit stop loss on UK 100 since when I started trading it. Like, ooh, I can see a setup on, but we need to validate some stuff. No valid. I'll check this one, the last one for today. JP 225. So yeah, that's everything for today, guys. Hope you guys learned some stuff. So I'm just playing around, There's this period I analyzed today. I think it's this one. Yeah, this is a pair I analyzed today. I analyzed this pair today. It's all this, crypto pairs, crypto coin. So yeah, actually doing well. Who knows? I might start looking at crypto pairs too. I might start looking at them. Same thing, a sweepy break, social liquidity, and price tap. So yeah, that is for today, guys. Follow us soon. Try. That's all for today, guys. Fat coin. This coin, you can buy it. You can still buy and set your stop loss. If you trade crypto, Tell those guys to subscribe. They don't subscribe. Why? Why? Alright. That's going to be the end for today. No setup found.